We're going live. This is the pre-show. Welcome to the pre-show.
Oh, hey.
At this point, I can't be disappointed with anything that Rocksteady was going to do, so that's the way I see it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm having a really good time with it.
Yeah.
Just one of the things that lost me was in the very first Batmobile section, when it's like, what are you going to do, Bruce? Use the tow cable to bring the car onto the roof? It's like, no, and then you have to do that anyhow. Because the one jump you don't make, and it lands on the side of the building, you have to drive it up. So literally, it does what it says you're not going to do.
Yeah, I don't know. I do and don't like the Batmobile sections. It does take a little bit getting used to, but once you get used to it, that's about all I want to do right now is drive around in the Batmobile.
I'm having fun driving around with the Batmobile. The only thing I hate I won't even bring it up because I want everybody to find out for themselves, but there are these things that come around that aren't fun.
Yeah. Arkham Knight, though, definitely feels like the next stage of the evolution of the Arkham series. Continuing on from Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Knight definitely feels like the most complete Batman game we've ever gotten. It definitely feels like the biggest evolution of Batman. If this truly is the final game that Rocksteady does in the series, I'm happy because I truly don't know if this will ever be topped. In terms of a superhero game, this is probably the best superhero game I've ever played.
Oh yeah, I'm down with that. Like it's my most favorite. I think it's my most favorite Batman thing ever. Actually, I'm really enjoying. Like it really shows me Bruce Wayne and Batman and how much of an asshole he can be, but it's to protect the people around him, even though they can protect themselves. But that's different.
Now, did you play the Harley Quinn DLC?
I did, and I absolutely adored it.
Really, I haven't touched it yet. I'm kind of holding off. I'm gonna go back. I want to do that once I finish it. I am trying to get my hands on a code for the Red Hood DLC. Since I did not get it from GameStop, I did mine through Amazon. I said it on the podcast before that I was going to do the collector's edition originally. I canceled that about a month ago. I backed out of the one with the light up statue.
Mm-hmm.
I decided I want to save $40-50. I couldn't justify spending that personally once I looked at what was included. Plus, I don't have room for that statue, so I went with the Serious Edition, which is something that was exclusive to Amazon, and it comes with the Batman Arkham Asylum graphic novel, which was the original inspiration for the Arkham Asylum game.
That's cool.
The 25th anniversary graphic novel. It's a nice hardback edition. Very, very slick, very cool. And I like that. I think it was only when I ordered it, it was $5 more than the base game. I'm like, I'd rather have that than the Red Hood DLC. So
Yeah.
that instead.
The Red Hood DLC isn't as good as the Harley Quinn DLC. I'll put that out there now.
Really? So you did yours through GameStop then, I see.
I did mine through GameStop, and
Okay.
I played them both, but I don't know why I decided to just jump in and do it. I just jumped in and did it. But Red Hood DLC isn't as fun as the Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn feels way more like an actual separate character than the Red Hood does.
See, now, I've heard mixed things about the Harley Quinn. Now, you've played through both of them.
Mm-hmm.
I heard the Harley Quinn one is incredibly short.
They're both super short.
Yeah, Harley Quinn's like
Okay,
10
that-
I was actually kind of upset
10
about that. They're
minutes?
both super short.
Okay, that makes me feel really good that I'm not missing out on it because the way both of them were kind of being hyped up by people beforehand, both by Rocksteady themselves, WB, and by various gaming press, it felt like you were going to be missing out on a lot if you didn't get these. But then I was hearing various things like, you're not really missing out on a ton, and just kind of play it when it comes out with a season pass. Even with a season pass, though, like I don't feel like I can spend $40 on that. I'll just kind of pick and choose what I want out of it because Rocksteady's always been good about selling it individualized, also.
Yeah, I love them, but they're both incredibly short.
Okay.
Like I'm not gonna lie, I kind of almost feel like there was just more content in general.
Now, as someone who's always liked the character of Red Hood, would I enjoy the concept?
Okay.
Yes, the concept you would love.
Okay.
All right, Ray. When can we start telling them that they can get in or whatever?
Oh, hey, you're back. We're actually in the pre-show right now. We let them in. They are now watching your face.
Oh, okay. Everybody's in.
I don't know about everybody, but
Okay.
But there are people.
Okay. What do you call it? Can you send out whatever link they need to be sent out to through the Facebook Messenger again?
Are they being scrubs and not like listening to me?
Well, I just added more people, man.
More scrubs. Gotcha.
My whole picking up of Arkham Knight was I was in the parking lot to GameStop. I'm like, no, I'm not getting Batman today. And I walk in. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna ask one simple question, and I'll decide it. I just look at her. If I buy Batman, even though I don't have it on pre-order, will I get the Harley Quinn DLC? And she just put up the case with the Harley Quinn thing on the front. I'm like, damn it, take my credit card.
No,
That's the whole reason I bought Arkham Knight the day it came out.
I believe it.
Because right here, my game of the year.
Look at
even though
that.
it's an expansion.
Austin doing the good people's work. Good job, Austin.
He do that.
You get
He
this.
do that.
I'll really say what I'm digging most. I'm probably about a third of the way through Arkham Knight right now. Maybe a little bit more because I realized when I was playing it, I was playing on my buddy Adam's profile on Friday night. I did about a third of the game all the way through on his, so I'm maybe about 15% of the way through on my profile now after restarting the game. I'm really, really digging what they did with Scarecrow in this game.
I am too.
I've always liked Scarecrow, but the look that they've done with him this time, and how they bring that back around to the previous Arkham games is just fantastic if you follow the Arkham world.
Yeah, if you follow the Arkham, like Arkham has made Scarecrow an actual major villain. He's always been kind of a throwaway, and now he's straight up awesome.
Major. He's a major force. Really, that and then Nolan Films has brought Scarecrow to the forefront.
We're getting too deep into that, but yeah. Scarecrow's awesome. That's all you need to know.
Go play.
I actually haven't even played City.
You've never played Arkham City?
Nope.
Rectify your mistakes now.
I mean, I know how it ends. I'll play Arkham City when I can get the Game of the Year edition.
You can.
I know,
Arkham
but I
City
mean,
Game of the
when
Year
I get
is like
when I get a
$5.
chance to pick it up, I'm literally getting Arkham City because it has Harley Quinn DLC.
Oh my god.
After the Harley Quinn DLC I played for Arkham Knight, that's the reason for give Harley her own game. I meant it completely when I said I would buy 100 copies of it just to support it. And then sell them to people for $60 a piece.
You scrub.
Okay.
All right, well, people,
Elijah.
People here.
Just one more time. See who is playing.
Am I supposed to write that entire name in? No, it's just going to be Justice.
Yeah, it's just Justice. Just Justice. Trust me, when I was looking to search Justice to add him in here, what do you call it? I was just like, I'm not writing that whole goddamn name out. It better come up after Colby, and it did. Thank God.
Hey, somebody count the delay in the chat starting now, and then put it in the chat.
Was it at starting now or?
Shut up, Elijah.
Wait, is it now or is it right now?
You know, some people are loving life. Some people.
When will then be now?
When will then be now?
Soon.
Soon.
This is why we can't have the both of you in the same show, because this happens to me.
I'm not a gaming
we'll just watch Spaceballs the movie.
And then Josh chimes in. Way to go, Josh! I have no allies here.
We call it Mr. Coffee.
I don't remember what we were doing, but I think it was when we were playing Destiny Friday. And someone goes, "Did you find where it's at?" And all I pictured in my head was, "We ain't found shit."
Okay, so Austin's confusing me. So he's like, "Hey, I just heard it now." Oh, god damn it! Because that was like 15 seconds, 20 seconds. The internet sucks.
All right. Elijah, let's get them in row to get this started, and then we will explain the rules real quick before we start the show.
Now, are we gonna do a skit, or are we just gonna start the show?
We're gonna start the show. We'll do the skit after everything, after we get everybody who wins and all that stuff.
I like you. You know that?
Yeah.
Okay. Joshua Hendricks. Got it. Austin. Got it.
Jagger, you already lost.
Is it?
Oh, now Justin is just perhaps?
I'm calling him Jaeger. That sounds way better.
It does. Michael, got him.
You are now Jaeger. You're welcome.
Oh, you mean how like Josh goes? It's a homage
Shut up.
instead of
Becca.
Hey,
homage.
Becca's here! Oh my God,
Yeah.
Becca's here!
Oh, dude, it took me 30 minutes to convince her to play. She's like, "But I'll lose." I was like, "I don't care. You're playing."
I was trying to do that on Twitter yesterday. She's like, "But I love to win." I'm like, "Well, win then, and you'll be fine."
Before we had like 4 or 5 people jump in 2 or 3 minutes ago, I was like, Ray, Elijah, if the amount of people that are playing right now plays, everybody will get a prize.
That's true.
That makes me
Elijah-
excited to play.
Elijah, add Aaron as a name, Patrick as a name.
How do you spell Aaron? Aaron.
Mhm.
Josh, you're a star to me. I agree with Jaeger. I don't care if your name's Jaeger. It's
Oh,
Jaeger from now on.
and Mauricio, Mauricio.
Aaron Yeager! We gotta get to the basement, man. We gotta get to the basement.
You just made that name up.
No, I didn't.
But I might lose.
What the fuck's John?
I'm
This is gonna be a great show.
I'm finally reading the chat. I'd like to note to everybody who is watching this, I am 100% sober.
Always,
Lies.
actually. Always sober, but never actually sober. Oh my God.
And I swear, I'm just drinking Pepsi.
Last night would have been a completely different story, but today,
No. Do you know what made last night so amazing during partially drunk D&D? Was when somebody opens the door in D&D to this apparently beautiful woman and says,
No, Joshua, it's not gonna be forever. Just
And-
don't lose.
She asks,
Agreed.
would you like some breakfast? And Seth, whom a couple of you may know, responds with, I would like dad ass.
what?
In D&D, she responds,
Okay.
would you like anything for breakfast? Dad ass.
All right, so this is how we're doing it. Okay, we're going to do it just like last time. For those of you who are new and have never done a Neek giveaway, the way it works is Elijah is going to be our quiz master. He will be loading up questions as the cast goes on in your Facebook Messenger group. First person to answer gets 5 points. Second person to answer correctly, mind you, is 4 points. Third place is 3 points. Fourth is 2 points. Fifth, and if you answer even after fifth, as long as the answer is right, you will get a point. At the end of the show, the points will be tallied. First place gets their choice of that picture of Amiibos or Funko Pop, whatever they want out of it, and you have a shot at guesting on the show. Second place, you'll get the next choice, third, fourth, and fifth, sixth, and seventh, and then that is it. That will be everything that we have given away. You don't have to pay anything. We will ship it to wherever you are. Doesn't matter if you're in Toronto, Ontario, or if you're in Australia. I will ship it to you. I will cry while I ship it to you in Australia, but I will ship it to you in Australia. So, with that being said, are there any questions before we get on with this?
And we'll wait for 30 seconds for them to respond.
Yes. Which gives me adequate time to answer some of these Facebook posts.
If you're gonna do it right, goddammit.
You know what?
I don't know why, but as soon as you started doing that, I was going along
Shut
with
your
it.
chicken wing pizza pasta mouth.
Nobody would say that was a bad thing.
I would, because it would kill my arteries.
I am
Right.
not a prize. You see that?
Don't help them.
You see this ring of favor and protection? That locks me down.
Ray, do not help them at all.
Oh, is Ray a prize? Yes, Raymond Apollo Williams is a prize.
That's not.
I will lovingly wrap him in bubble wrap and ribbons and send him to your house, Austin. In fact, you know what? You don't even have to answer a goddamn thing right. I'm doing it anyway.
In
No.
that case,
Prepare-
I'm playing now.
Prepare for Rayfall. That's what's going to happen.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I like my house. I want to stay here.
I like my house.
I want to stay here.
It's okay. You can bunk with me.
Oh,
Oh
God.
God. This show is not family friendly anymore.
Also, friends,
Yeah,
It
what?
wasn't family friendly when we started talking about Jubilee.
that was when our family friendly rating went out the window
Out
indefinitely.
the window. Thank you, Josh, for that. All right.
Josh did it.
I did.
Guys, how do we sound? Do we sound good? Let me know in the chat in about 45 seconds.
Yeah, Justice, we know it's behind. That's why we're doing the questions inside the Facebook Messenger group, because we tried it last time, and some people would get it in 10 seconds, some in 30, and it wasn't fair. So this way it's fair. This way you can answer questions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right, let's load
Oh
up.
dear.
Let us load up the
Oh,
news.
Michael, we are not dressing Ray up in a French maid costume.
Yes, we are.
No, we're
Yes.
not.
No.
That's never happening. Never.
It's going to be a Belgium maid's costume.
That's
It's
for
even
episode
shorter.
50.
This is not happening.
That's for the
this,
episode 100 blowout
This conversation's over.
with Greg Miller.
Alright.
Family friendly was my hopes. Okay, we will have to sort of watch the cursing with Kyle because he is watching with his daughter.
Hey, Kyle's daughter.
Hi, Kyle's daughter.
You have a good dad. And Kiku needs a new chair. So tell your dad to buy Kiku a new chair.
Yeah, Kyle, buy me a chair. All right, ready? Let's start the show. There's a lot of pre-show. You ready? 3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Neek the podcast. I am your glorious geek samurai, Kikuchio. Kiku to my friends, Chris to Aaron Morris, who is in the Facebook Messenger group because we are doing the giveaway. Along with me, as always, is a man who needs no introduction, but the state he is from, Tejas! Yeehaw! Joshua Finney, and our fanatic with the schematic, Raymond Apollo Williams. And a very special guest, our quizmaster in tights, Elijah Steele. Elijah, how are you
Hello.
doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm great, man. Are you ready to dole out some questions?
I am so ready.
Are you ready
I
to
was hoping-
crown?
I
Are
was
you ready
hoping
to
it could
crown?
be punishment, but whatever. I'll take it.
No, it's good, man. You know, you are the former champion, passing the crown to the next champion. Kind of like the Miss Universe pageant, Miss USA.
You know,
are the
technically, Austin can't win then if Elijah won. Just saying.
well, no, but Elijah won first place. It's first place.
I know. That means Austin can't win again.
Why are they like simpatico? Are they like Siamese twins?
Something like that.
Does Austin grow off of the backside of Elijah?
Do you really want to know the answer to that question?
Are you sitting on Austin's face right now? Is that what's going on?
Do you really want to know the answer to that question?
I'm sorry, Kyle. I'm so sorry.
And there goes the family friendly rating in the first 30 seconds.
She won't know. They're friends. They're wrestling.
They're wrestling. All right.
Elijah is in tights.
Elijah, Miss Neek. There we go. I love it. I love it. Austin, thank you for
I love
that
it.
line. Miss Neek. All right. Elijah, get your first question ready for the people in the Facebook group. People in the Facebook group, calm down. No more laughing. No more having fun because you're about to be in the brain zone. And we're going to start off with the news. You guys ready for I'm sorry, what did I name it this time, Josh?
The nudes.
It's episode 20 nudes. Completely stark naked.
Oh, God. I'm so sorry, Kyle. Moving on.
Moving on. Yet another game release mired in controversy as Batman Arkham Knight, which no one would shut up about during the pre-show. It's Alfred, Kiku said so, had its PC version pulled from shelves due to poor development. Rumor has it that it was outsourced to a 12-man company instead of being developed by a larger team in-house. Prepare for refund fall.
Refund fall.
Oh, PC Master Race.
And I
They're
said,
going to make the money rain. It rains on you.
you know, this whole console thing that I have is working out pretty great so far.
PC Master Race.
Nothing wrong with PC. It's just stuff like that happens. And, yeah. Wow. Sorry.
I mean, that's kind of odd, though, for a really big game like that to be really crappy like that.
Oh, to drop the ball like that? Yeah, when they dropped their porting off to a different company, I was like, hey, do this. And they were like, hey, we didn't really check up on you. We probably should have done that. Yeah, bad idea in my opinion. But to get the game done, they, kind of offset some of the work to somebody else. And this is what happens sometimes. Just unfortunately, it was to our good old PC Master Race buddies.
That's right. Actually, the even deeper rumor is that it was Elijah Steele's studio, Steelwork Games.
Ah, yes, probably actually. They wanted to work on the Harley Quinn game, so they shafted the Batman game. Understood.
That's right. He was tired of Harley getting beat up, so he's like, "Screw you, PC gamers."
Them spin-offs.
Showing why it's one of the best developers in the business, Bethesda has accepted 2,240 bottle caps from a fan for the purchase of their upcoming small and obscure indie game, Fallout 4. No word on if it was the Pip-Boy edition, but if it is, then you lucky son of a bitch.
I thought that was really clever. Like, really clever.
I think it's not only is it clever, but it's really cool that they're like, you know what, this guy legit saved 2,240 bottle caps. We're going to take that as payment. Let's take that as payment.
Yeah.
You can't.
And good on them for accepting it, because I'm like, why would you not accept that? This guy was like, hey, I love Fallout enough that I'm going to save all these bottle caps, and I'm going to send them to you so you give me some free stuff, or at least acknowledge me.
Josh is actually sitting there. I can see the look on his face. He's wondering if he can pay a stripper in bottle caps. I'm going to say no.
I am not, but I'm wondering if I can pay Rocksteady in bats for the next Batman game.
Oh, that sounds like a terrible plan.
I want to be a part of that plan because it sounds absolutely awful. And
I will
Keto will sue me.
I will videotape it. I'll videotape it.
Keto will arrest me.
Our fan gave us rabies. He sent me a box of bats.
A box of bats.
Wow. It's raining bats.
No, that would be the worst.
Elijah, how are we doing on the questions?
Good.
Good.
Who's in the lead?
Somebody put Neil McDonough. I saw that.
In the lead so far is Alex Kerriman.
All right, Alex.
Good job, Alex.
Good job. Let's get more questions out there.
Getting.
All right. Kingdom Hearts 3 director Tetsuya Nomura has stated that they have a release date set for Kingdom Hearts 3. However, like a high school friend who won't tell you the girl that likes you because it's a secret, they won't announce it until November at the D23 Expo in Japan. That dispels some of the long-held beliefs that they would announce at Gamescom. Josh? How are you, Face?
How am I what?
I don't know. You were rubbing your eyes like you just been stabbed in the side.
They're going to come up with some excuse to not say it.
Yeah, right.
they're playing hard to get, and they're going to be like that crappy kid in the Little League that's like, oh, I got hit, got to take my base. Yeah, they're not going to say it. They're going to find some way to get out of it.
I'm expecting them to be like, we have a release date. It's October 11th, 2025.
Yeah, it's going to be October 75.
75.
I'm waiting for the, hey, still in development screen after the trailer.
That's our release date.
They're going to show us like one frame of new footage and be like, see, it's new, it's new, it's new. And it's like, look, there they go. Everyone who cares.
I will be so impressed if it's playable.
It won't be.
Like I said, I'll be impressed.
It'll be playable on an iPhone 7.
I will be confused because I still don't understand how they can't. They have a release date for Kingdom Hearts 3, but not one for a game that's already playable.
No, they don't. It's not a release date. It's a release window.
No, he said date. He said date. Like there's an actual date. I read date.
I read window. That a release window was decided on internally.
Well, I don't work internally there, so I don't know. I'm sorry, I can't tell you the answer to that question.
Ray, I need you to move to Japan now. You gotta go to Japan.
I'll do that. Next week, I'll let you know when I get there.
Fair enough.
And I'll move in, and I'll be a fly on the wall. It'll be great.
All right, Josh, we're going to talk about your favorite company. Bungie creative director Luke Smith issued an apology through the Destiny Weekly Update to address the rather sarcastic interview he gave to Eurogamer. They are making changes to how the Taken King content can be obtained, and even let slip that Year 1 players will be getting exclusive content of their own. Of course, you will have to pay $20 for the Taken King content if you already own the base game and DLC, and who doesn't want to pay a twin for different paint jobs to your fictional character?
Okay. Well, here's the thing.
You should go in first, Josh, because I'm going to go in. I'm going in tonight.
Here's the thing. Taken King is $40 because it's an actual expansion, not DLC. The $20 is for the exclusive downloadable crap that was part of the collector's edition that everybody was outraged about. Effectively bringing it up to $60 if you want everything. So that is outrageous and ridiculous and completely unnecessary. But that's beside the point. I would happily pay $40 for Taken King. That's beside the point. Because I'm expecting it to be more than House of Wolves and Dark Below was, because Dark Below is a waste of $20. That's pitiful. I'm happy that they issued an apology, because even though we talked about this last week, right? We talked about this on the show last week, how Luke Smith is known for being really sarcastic, and he even mentions that as much, that if you don't know him, you probably don't know that side of him. Regardless, it still came across as really, really unprofessional, and it's pretty sad when the interviewer from Eurogamer even has to come out and defend him in that light, because so many people were ready to burn him at the stake for that. I just felt it was really handled unprofessionally, and I mean, I think the fans were right to be outraged to a degree. Maybe not to the degree that they were, but definitely to an extent they were. What I found to be really, really funny was the follow-up that happened the next day when they announced something that we'll get into later. Ray?
Wait, Ray, before you do it, spit on it before you go in.
No, I'm not. That's gross. I'm so sorry, Kyle. Anyway,
Oh, I just got it.
Oh God. So anyway, this whole thing could have been avoided. I think it was more so they were like, "Hey, Luke, go out there and tell the people that it's gonna be okay." And Luke was like, "Haha, I'll tell them, all right." Shut up, Kiku. He was like, "Yeah, I'll go tell them, all right. It'll be fine." I mean, we all know that Bungie from the beginning has been a very different studio. Like, they're a different company. If you've been following them from the start, they were known for being laid back and not as corporate. Even though they're a company. But the thing is, when he said everybody should know that I'm sarcastic, blah 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 blah. I'm sorry. You're on a different stage now. You're not talking to your friends. These aren't people who have been following you from Halo for years. These are not the same people. You can't go out there and just be like, "Suck it up. It's gonna be okay." Don't do that. That was the worst thing you could have done, and it shows. He was like, "Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. I kind of sounded like an asshat rereading the interview." Yeah, you did, and a lot of people thought that way. Like that's your first impression on a bunch of new people. Terrible idea. And I told several people, if I worked in that communications department, I would have had a stern talk with him.
I just want to interject right now that this question really stumped everybody. The question was, All-Star Superman is based off of what Greek mythology? It took Michael Eckert 40 minutes to actually get the answer, the first answer, and it was correct. And from there, but yeah. Do I need to give my thoughts on Luke Smith?
Let me wrapping up.
Okay.
Luke Smith, do a better job. Bungie also do a better job. You could have laid this out way better than you did. It's your fault that this ended up this way. Okay, bye. Kiku, your turn.
I like to feel that I am somebody who really pays attention to the business side of things, since I do in my own professional life run a business. I get where he's coming from being sarcastic. We talked about that last week. I get that. Ray, you're absolutely right. Should not have done that because he's not talking to his friends or even people that know him half well.
Mm-hmm.
I still think $20 for shaders and gear is it's completely outrageous.
It's asinine.
That stuff should be given for free, man. And even if you're gonna be like, look, we're not going to give it to old players. We're only giving it to new players, but the old players are getting it, getting a different combination of stuff that new players will never have access to. Cool. But I'm going to put it to you like this. If I only had to pay between $3 to $5 for an avatar item, there's no goddamn way I'm going to pay $20 to shade my character in Destiny. I mean, that's it. Yeah.
And that's my thing. I was discussing this with a couple guys. Like Kiku, you know that I've been a dedicated Destiny.
Hold on. Austin, Superman is not lame!
Yep, 2 additions to my shit list. Sorry, Kyle.
Kiku, right? You guys know that I've been a dedicated Destiny player since day one. I've logged an ungodly amount of time into that game. I have a very dedicated group that I've played with. Most of us in the last week or two, in light of a lot of this, we really backed off of it, and we've really reconsidered our stance on this. Not just because of this. This was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. We stuck with it through a lot of things, through the launch controversies, through the Cryptarch debacle.
Oh God!
Our legendaries decrypted into blues.
Yeah, that was the worst.
Crota hard mode, the Dark Below, things like that. We've stuck with it through all these things, and this was just kind of the end of it.
I know how many of you guys have actually listened to that episode. Way to go for revealing yourselves, you jerks!
Bungie truly backed themselves into a no-win scenario here. Yes, they came out. They're like, oh, well, we'll make this content available to everybody. But that whole $20 thing, it's outrageous, it's ridiculous, but it's them trying to figure out, okay, we're charging $80 for this collector's edition, which is how this content is supposed to be available, and that's double the price of the digital version of this. How do we qualify this? Oh, well, we'll just divide the price in half, 20 for the digital, 20 for the physical stuff. And that's not how you do this. I said last week, if it was 5, at absolute most 7 to 10, I would fork out $5 for the shaders, the class items, things like that. I would probably fork out $5 for that. I want new emotes. Like, I want my character to be able to do things. Like, I'm a very invested player in this. I like the social aspect of it.
Would you say you're an emotive player?
Am I an emotive player?
Like when you finally hit level 20, did you emote all over your remote?
I did not emote all over my remote. I do not want to throw money at the screen, though, as Luke Smith said. I probably would not, even if I saw the new emotes. But the fact remains so. I mean, I would pay small microtransactions in this game for things like that. I mean, the game was very bare bones to begin with.
This is the greatest thing I think ever said by Justice. I'd rather pay $20 to have my Guardian look like Boba Fett. Justice, you win the internet today, by the way.
Yep, I would pay for that. I would pay that, and I'd never pay another cent in Destiny. But yeah, there's no way they could win. I mean, they made it available to everybody, and they just jacked the price up so high. Bungie was in a no-win situation regardless, and they're paying the price for it. I'm sorry, but there's no way to come out on top of that. So,
well, did you know Bustany? Bustany. Bungie.
It is Bustany.
And here's the one I'm really gonna go in on.
Also announced for Destiny was a partnership with Red Bull. Gives you wings.
Here we go.
Exclusive in-game content that can only be purchased at a local 7-Eleven.
Nope. Here we go. Nope.
This includes an exclusive stage designed to reflect Red Bull. This most likely means that the screen will be jittery, and your character will get wings to fly all over the place or get a rally racing jacket or some shit.
Set me free.
Going to the X Games with my Guardian.
Set me free. Okay.
Oh, go, Josh. Go ahead. You're so free.
You're free.
Fly like a bird. Fly.
This is the point where I looked at it and absolutely said, I am done. I am already paying $40 for the Taken King. And then you're telling me that this is content that will already be, that this is part of Taken King. This is a mission that is part of this, that is being removed from this until January, that I can only access if I buy a 4-pack of specially marked Red Bull at a 7-Eleven convenience store in the month of July or August.
July.
And input the code. So if you don't live in the United States, the southern United States for the most part, forget it. You're not getting this. Okay. I could understand if this was an XP boost because that's been done for years with Game Fuel, Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, and Halo. That's a mainstay there. But to actually take a mission that is part of paid content, $40 of paid content, and you're taking an actual 6-stage mission out of that, that is absurd and ridiculous. How on earth how do you justify that? I don't care if it's not even that big of a quest deal and that you're not even probably going to get that good of a piece of armor or a gun at the end of it. That's beside the point. You're actually taking content that people are paying for out of it for 4 to 5 months. That's a point that I have a huge problem with, and no game should do that, regardless. No game should do that. I don't care if it's Destiny, I don't care if it's Call of Duty, I don't care if it's World of Warcraft, no game should do this. And it's not that it's inspired by Red Bull. That's purely a marketing tactic.
It is. I mean, I get what you're saying. Like the idea behind that they would do something like this
is
like
disgusting.
It's disgusting. It really is. Personally, though, I guess when you get to the fact that it's going to be a stage inspired by Red Bull, like I could really care less. If you're gonna go do that, cool, whatever. I really think you should be spending time, I don't know, writing story that most of us are gonna pay attention to, or giving, something else. Put it out everywhere. I don't know. Have a stage inspired by Walmart. That would reach more people. We can call it. You can have an exotic gun called the Rollback. Actually, that's a really good idea.
The other thing to me that's a huge screw you middle finger to players is if you don't live in the United States, you can't access this. And Destiny is a huge international.
I mean, you can obviously
like 4 to 5 months.
Well, I mean, we have friends that live overseas that, of course, who are also a part of the Facebook group that could be like, hey, can you go get us a Red Bull? Send us the code. And I get what you're saying. It's not like they're gonna fly over here for the exclusive in-game map for Destiny.
But seriously though, I don't have a 7-Eleven here in Kansas, so it's not even just like people outside the United States. There's effing people in the United States too. That's the annoying part.
Yeah.
Not everybody has access to this. It's actually a very limited number of people.
And really specifically in the marketing, it says Destiny players are used to paying premium prices for premium content.
Another bullshit move.
I will give you House of Wolves as premium.
Sorry, Kyle.
Dark Below should have stayed below.
Dark Below for $20. That is laughable.
Yeah.
Okay. The best thing I saw out of all this though was, did you guys see what the Dying Light guys did?
Yes.
Drink for DLC. That is the best viral marketing of the year.
Also, a screw you to California because, no water.
Level up your game with the king of hydration.
Or pretty much the Southwest. They're like, what states we really hate? Southern California, Arizona, and New Mexico. Man, screw those guys.
So, they did this, and what I thought was even better was Major Nelson of Xbox even got in on this and was encouraging people to be a part of this. That was just fantastic.
Well, he doesn't encourage shit on Destiny because he's probably like, yeah.
Oh, no, as soon as all this happened, he was encouraging people to do the Drink for DLC. It was fantastic.
I don't know, I wish Bungie's really, they're screwing the pooch right now, hard, as far as marketing goes. This just is not, somebody needs to go. Especially from where I sit, and I have a marketing background. Somebody needs to go.
Yeah. True. Well, we're gonna move on before Josh starts drinking Red Bull at his house, going all like. Elijah, you're doing really good on the questions, man. I like it. Guys answering, you guys are doing amazing too. And again, Justice had a very good point. Money talks, and that's why they did it with Red Bull. I didn't even know 7-Eleven had money like that. I guess selling Slim Jims really does make a lot of money.
I know,
I need to sell them where I'm at. Anyway, moving on. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. news, as it's been announced that the Secret Warriors team from the comics will be created in Season 3 of the show. The Secret Warriors were a superpowered spy team created by Nick Fury during the Secret Invasion storyline. No doubt that Sky Daisy will be leading the team with her powers of pouty face and saying obvious things. P.S. They aren't secret anymore. How about changing the name to the Not-So-Incognito Warriors?
I like it.
No laugh?
I don't like that name.
No, but changing over to Secret Warriors, I mean, we knew this the minute the show ended that second season. We all said this was going to happen.
Yeah.
I like it. The show's been slowly progressing that way anyways, and I think we all kind of felt that it was going to shift that way once the Inhumans were introduced anyways. And especially with Grant Ward as the main villain, definitely the show is going to take this tone. So it's good.
Question for both of you. Secret Warriors taking the place of New Warriors for Civil War, yes or no?
Yes.
I would almost guarantee it.
Yes. And Ward is a Skrull.
Well, they can't use Skrulls.
Well,
that doesn't mean they didn't work out a backdoor deal. I don't know.
Let me
With Fox? The only backdoor that they're gonna work out with Fox is if Marvel threw them over a table and actually backdoored them.
I'm not gonna say that didn't happen either. I know how business works.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm actually not sure if it'll be New Warriors because in the synopsis for Civil War, it says that, Captain America and the Avengers are underneath an increasing amount of scrutiny for Civil War at the start of it. So, following an international incident, it very well could be Skye and her team with, or Daisy, excuse me.
Thank you.
Shut up. It very well could be her team or even the Defenders for all we know. The beginnings of the Defenders, maybe.
No, the Defenders aren't international, though. They're more like
no, they're
village.
not. And I don't understand that. I really don't know which direction they go with this, and I think that's part of why I like it so much. It's going to be. We really, truly don't know how they're going to get to Civil War because Ant-Man is definitely not going to be the lead in the Civil War.
Although supposedly it has the 2 best credit scenes ever, and the best third act of any Marvel movie.
I'm hearing that, and that has me so hyped. But and Peyton Reed also has supposedly worked very closely with the Russo brothers, which has me incredibly hyped on the action scenes. Which, oh my god, if it was anything like Winter Soldier, nerdgasm. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to get to it. I kind of lost my train of thought. It definitely could be the answer to New Warriors. We know it's not going to be an exact adaptation, though, so I don't know how we're going to get to it.
Well, yeah, I feel like there's so many different things they're going to do. I feel like we might actually finally get mentions to the show in the movie. I'm still kind of like they're not going to add any more people to these movies because there's already too many people on screen as is. I feel like we'll get mentions finally, which will be awesome. Oh, Justice, we were talking about Ward as Taskmaster for years.
A couple of episodes ago, we said that we would riot if they don't make him.
Yeah, if he's not Taskmaster, I'm done with that show. Just straight up like that. We've been beating that drum for a very long time.
Truth.
I'm not necessarily. I wouldn't be done with it, but I definitely would get my faith shaken in it because the pieces are all there for it.
Yes.
To be Taskmaster, and that would be one of the biggest mistakes Marvel could possibly make would be not using him as Taskmaster.
Mm-hmm.
That would be just a waste of Brett Dalton at that point.
Well, Josh.
Yes.
You ready to talk about one of your favorite TV shows from last season?
If you say Gotham, I'm going to punch you.
Jessica Lucas has been cast as Josh's favorite show from last season, Gotham.
God, Gotham is one of the few shows. I usually give shows 2 seasons. I'm so done with Gotham.
As Tigress.
No.
I'm finishing that sentence like that. As Tigress. Since the show has always been lacking villains for Jim Gordon to apprehend, they will introduce Tigress, complete with Bullwhip, in the upcoming 2nd season. Let the parade of villains begin!
Okay, did y'all see the synopsis that came out this week? It specifically says he's going to fight the Riddler, the Joker, and Mr. Freeze in this season. That bugs me so much. So incredibly much.
Oh, I don't know. I stopped paying attention to anything about that show probably halfway through the first season.
I'm sorry. I can't even think of anything else to do but laugh.
No, I only noticed the synopsis only crossed my mind because it did come across my Twitter feed. But when I saw Mr. Freeze, I just couldn't do anything but laugh because that's just so absurd. This show has just gone off the rails so fast. A couple of decent performances are just so overshadowed by the garbage that this show is.
Yeah.
I watched 1 episode and I was done with it.
Ben McKenzie is awesome as a young Gordon, and Robin Lord Taylor is a decent Penguin. Other than that, this show is hot garbage. Let's just say that.
I gave Gotham 5 episodes.
I gave Gotham almost an entire season. Jada Pinkett Smith is cringe. So much cringe.
She's the only reason why I was there.
Oh, dude, she's so much cringe.
And I just didn't. Nope. Mm-mm. Everybody's like, Ray, Gotham, are you watching that? No. Do I like to eat hot garbage? No.
Maybe.
Not at all.
Sometimes. I mean, no. I've seen you do it.
I'm going to punch all of you square in.
You're not a violent man.
As a child watching, I'm going to hug you all so hard that it hurts.
Very painful.
Touch me. Just put your arms around me.
Shush! Anyway, what other news you got for me?
What else do I have for you?
What do you have for me?
Hold on, I'm messaging Elijah. Okay. Anyway, Quentin Tarantino's Hateful Eight will be making an appearance at the San Diego Comic-Con. The film is about 8 gunslingers trapped at a frontier way station during a snowstorm and features Tarantino regulars Samuel, I'm a badass mother, Kyle's daughter's in the room, Jackson, and Michael Madsen, along with the likes of Jeff Bridges and Walter Goggins, who, if you have not seen the TV show Justified, watch it.
Justified is awesome.
It's amazing.
To prepare you for this movie, we were going to start saying the F word every other word, but of course Kyle then said his daughter was watching with him, so I lost.
Fudge. Fun. Friends.
Funfetti. That's the new word, funfetti.
Funfetti.
It's not exactly a new word. I've seen it for ages.
Yeah, you tell him, Elijah.
Funfetti is the new word.
Funfetti. Okay. Anyway, well, nobody's saying anything about that. I think it's a little weird. Not weird, but this really does show that San Diego Comic-Con is not only a premier event for every type of entertainment, but it has long gone away from being an actual Comic-Con anymore.
Oh, I'm so excited to see more of this movie, though. I love going.
I mean, yeah, so am I.
Oh my god. This is how I'm spending my Christmas, is seeing this movie. So,
Thanks, Kyle. Yeah.
Christmas morning, I am going to see this movie. So,
all right.
I just watched *Inglourious Bastards* last night, so
you can't say the B word with Kyle's daughter in the room.
Oh,
even if
I'm sorry, Kyle. When you hear this in 30 seconds, I'm so sorry, Kyle.
Man.
Oh, God.
This just went off the rails really fast.
No, we've been on the rails. Do you not know how our show works? This is nothing but rails.
We don't ever. Actually, our show never has ever seen rails. We don't even know what rails look
Unless
like.
we're talking about the AT-AT and Star Wars Battlefront.
Remember
right.
when we started this show? We were like, oh, we want to do a show, and then we realized who we were.
Yeah, we were like, we're gonna be family friendly, and we had to catch ourselves, and then
we talked
finally.
about Jubilee.
Yep, and then
we
that
talked
was
about
it. After,
Jubilee.
I mean, I've
Remember
got.
when I said Jubilee was a fan favorite character?
Go fuck yourself.
Go F yourself. God dang it.
Go funfetti yourself.
Go funfetti yourself. You funfetti, and funfetti.
In weird and disturbing news, or a normal birthday present for Ray, reports from the Suicide Squad set have stated that Jared Leto is going all out for his portrayal of the Joker, as he has been sending gifts to his castmates of dead rats, bullets, and a hog head.
So he's gonna die too soon?
What's up?
So he's gonna die too, right?
We're hoping that movie does.
Hey.
Too soon, I know.
Yeah, I still have zero interest in this movie.
We've already seen
for
this movie. Why do they keep trying to make it come out again?
We've already seen
this
it.
movie.
Not all of it. We haven't seen the credits. Now take it.
That's true.
We've only seen the Super Smash. We haven't seen the Brothers portion of DC Super Smash Brothers.
Exactly.
But I mean, I guess that is kind of cool that he is getting to the level of method acting that Heath Ledger did for his portrayal of the Joker. At least he's taking it more seriously than I thought he would. So
Jared Leto is about the only thing giving me hope for this movie. So,
all right. Also, I forgot to mention that second place will win a free damage tattoo on their forehead, so you can look like Jared
I have
Leto.
a few crayons
In cursive,
that I can
in a
use
cursive
to do that
script.
with. Yeah.
Austin, you can add funfetti off your birthday for that movie. It took so much to hold it in from saying it.
Oh, God.
You know why I really don't want to see Suicide Squad? I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. Harley Quinn is a terrible fucking character. Like
I'm leaving before Elijah murders you.
she's so underdeveloped.
Well, I'm done.
I mean, the same reason
Elijah,
I don't watch any
friends?
Superman movies, because I don't want to see bad characters.
Oh, it hurts because it's true.
Well, the Zack Snyder Superman was pretty bad.
All I'm gonna say is, Elijah, the real reason you do not want to watch a Superman movie is because you're jealous of his underwear piece. Anyway, do you guys know what time it is?
What time is it? No, is it really time? No, it's not that time.
Dude, it's 7:55. It's time for Topic of the Week.
Okay, topic of the week.
Topic of the week. Topic of the
For
week
Lubies?
this week. What?
Time for Lubies?
Louise.
Lubies.
What's a looby?
You've never been to Luby's?
No, and I'm really scared to ask what that is right now because it sounds dirty.
Oh, dude. Never mind.
You're high. You did something before the show, and it wasn't take a poop Ray Williams style.
Yes, it was. I did that, but
Did you really?
I'm on like 5 different new medicines.
Oh, this is good. This is good. This is good. Topic of the week this week is the business side of gaming. How it affects us, how it looks to be that everybody looks at it, the communication between the companies and the gamers. We're just going to try to cover everything. We want you guys to join in between the questions. If you want to talk about it, cool, let's do this. If not, please continue to make fun of Harley Quinn because I want Elijah to shake uncontrollably in his chair with rage. Yeah. So anyway, Ray, you brought up a good point when we were doing the pre-show stuff for this.
I did something good, Gabby.
You always do something good.
Oh.
You're my little bunny Fufu. I'll pop you in the head.
Why do I have to be a bunny?
Did you just call him Little Bunny Fufu?
Shut up, burglar of hams! I'm talking to Ray.
I was waiting for it. It took about half an hour for it to happen. All right.
Anyway, Ray, you were talking about the streamlining of communication between the customers and the businesses, and I think we should really, structure it out there that gaming has gotten so big that these are now companies. They are businesses. It's no longer a bunch of really nerdy guys, although they are nerdy guys. It's being driven. It's definitely more financially driven now than it ever has been. So why don't you explain how you see that?
Well, I see that as I see that it's just you have to be. We have these community managers, and they ask you to sign up to be on all their newsletters and blah blah blah. If you're actually going to do these things, actually communicate with your audience. Don't just say, oh, hey, by the way, here's this news that we're going to give to this, outlet and let them report on it. No, I want you to be like upfront with the people who are giving you all this money now, because gaming is changing, believe it or not, where we buy a game and then we give them more money to give us more content. It's not just you buy a game and everything's there anymore. That's done. That is the past. I hope you get that and realize it soon, because it's never happening again. They have to realize that they are now a living, breathing, communicating company with people because of the internet and the gaming community specifically. They want to know what's happening, and the more you engage them and the more you talk to them, the better you're going to do. We have so many different avenues of communication between us and these developers. I mean, each of the developers, usually their staff, they all have different Twitters and Facebooks, and I mean, they might not all want to have those avenues of communication, but most of them do, and they are pretty open and talk to people. So I mean, give the people in your company the right information that they can talk about. I mean, you can let them know, hey guys, you can talk about this stuff with people if they ask. I mean, you got the Reddits and the Tumblrs and the Twitters, the
Reddits, the twatters.
Yeah, the twatters. I mean, God dang it, I'm sorry. But it's just there has to be some transparency now, just to keep people kind of accountable. Either you are transparent or you don't say anything. Be Bethesda mute. Don't say nothing until you're ready to have all the information out there. Don't just kind of be like, oh, somebody said something too soon. We have to do some damage control, like what happened with this Destiny thing. All the pieces weren't there, obviously, and so they had to scramble and put them together to let people know, hey, this is actually what's happening. That's a bad idea. That's never good. So yeah, either it's pretty much be transparent or don't say anything until you're absolutely ready. I mean, that's true to life. So. Yeah.
Ray went all Dr. Phil on that one. I like it.
Yeah, I'd rather be Steve Harvey, though.
Okay, I'll do that. But if you get those two guys that fried the chicken with the collard greens and the macaroni and cheese inside of the fried chicken, I want you to share that with me. You haven't seen that episode, have you?
Martha Stewart?
No, there are these two dudes who are here in the South somewhere, and they took fried chicken and they stuffed it with collard greens, like inside the fried chicken. Ray's looking it up right now. And then they took macaroni and cheese, like country macaroni and cheese, and shoved it in the fried chicken. So every time you bite into it, that's all that it's chicken with that stuff, like just coming out. It's delicious. It's amazing. Like you need to watch that episode, Ray, because it's actually pretty funny, but it's still good. Ray, do you also feel that there's almost because it's gaming and it has to do with games, that many of the people who are gamers, us, other people, feel that they don't really, I don't know, maybe feel that they have a much more friendlier relationship than a professional one, because there's a lot of outrage in gaming circles when stuff like this happens. And I'm not saying that it's not warranted, but sometimes the outrage is just too much. Like, it's just like, but that's business. Like,
that's the internet now.
That dirty rage.
I mean, there's gonna be rage regardless of what you do, but you can be kind and straight up just open with the people who actually care about your product, and you're going to get way more positive feedback than you will negative at that point. And that's just kind of from my personal experience with businesses. Like, you do what you can for the people that care, and the people who are going to rag on you will probably still rag on you, but you might get a few who will stop and be like, oh, they are actually a company that cares about the product they're delivering to us. I mean, regardless of how much money they're charging for it, at least they're upfront about it. And they need it's always good to see when people admit when they're wrong. And I was glad that he came out and said, yeah, I was wrong to have done that, because he was totally wrong. Had they just kind of been like, nope, rushed under the rug, and kept going with it, I would probably still be upset with him, because I just thought that was really dumb. There is a right way and a wrong way to do it, and if these game companies keep doing it the wrong way, the community will continue to fester along as it is. And it's getting worse, if you ask me. Entitlement is not a good thing, especially when, you pay a certain amount of money and then you expect everything. Yeah, I mean, that's not how life works. And that's not how these games work. I mean, they have to make money outside of what you give them initially for the game to keep giving you good stuff.
Okay. Josh?
Yeah, I mean, I think along the same lines as Ray does. Gaming is changing rapidly. Even in the last really in the last 10 years, we've seen gaming to a complete 180 from what it was. It's changed really overnight. 10 years ago, DLC wasn't a thing. Expansion packs were barely heard of. Expansion packs were really only seen on PC. If that. StarCraft was one of the only things that had ever really seen an expansion before the Xbox 360. I think you had seen, StarCraft, World of Warcraft was in its first expansion, maybe. I think Burning Crusade was being developed at the time. And I remember the infamous horse armor for Elder Scrolls Oblivion came out. And I know Ray remembers this. Kiku, do you remember the horse armor decobble?
Yes.
It was
sort of.
What it was like $2 or $3 for horse armor, and I remember people raged about it. They were like, $3 for horse armor? I'm not paying that. That's absurd.
Oh, God.
I bought it.
People were raging about it. So much so that when they did signups for the Elder Scrolls Online beta, and when Bethesda asked the question, why should you be allowed into this, a guy put for his reason, because I actually bought the mother effing horse armor. He was the first guy allowed into it because he put that as his reason. That was hilarious that Bethesda actually recognized that as something. But then by contrast, they realized how absurd that was, and they were charging $2 or $3 for these little add-ons, and they realized they weren't really worth anything. But then they came out with what was undeniably one of the best expansions of the entire generation with Shivering Isles for $20. Still to this day, one of the best expansions I've ever played in any game, and really one of the finest pieces of DLC. And then I look at the season passes that have come out, and so many season passes that, we have to make this content to keep some of these studios afloat that really only put out one big game every few years. You look at a studio like Gearbox, they put out a game every 3 or 4 years, a Borderlands game. Before that, it was Brothers in Arms, and Brothers in Arms never really made them a ton of money, but then they put out Borderlands. They always do like a $50 season pass with it or something, don't they? Correct me if I'm wrong on that price. And then they do the year edition. That's really all they do. Even pre-sequel was done by 2K Australia. And with that, though, when you buy the season pass for that, you know what you're getting with a Borderlands game. But the cost of a game now is exceeding the $60. $60 is already a pretty steep point for a lot of us when it comes to a game. That's already, especially if you buy multiple titles. You take a game like Arkham Knight, if you want the quote-unquote complete experience, it's going to cost you $100. That season pass is $40. And a lot of times, you don't know what's in that season pass until after the game comes out. I'm not going to blindly buy it. A lot of times, I honestly pass on the season pass because why should I need that? The complete game, to me, should be in that game, but I realize you do still need that. I see the business side of it. You need that money to keep your studio afloat. And I think it gets harder and harder to justify it depending on the company. And then when you see the backlash at some of these companies, like the Bungie and Luke Smith situation, it especially gets hard. But I appreciate that apology that we got because I also feel like Bungie is one of the few AAA developers you're going to get an apology like that from. Like a lot of other developers would just be like, we're gonna scooch on past that. We're gonna ignore what just happened. We're gonna ignore that big blow up because people are going to keep buying our product anyways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when they get into that comfortable spot of, oh, well, people will buy it because they already,
Because what I kept thinking of with that is, I remembered the Infinity Ward incident from several years ago. I remembered the Infinity Ward lawsuit when everybody left in wake of Modern Warfare 2 and went on to go form Respawn, and how nothing was ever said. Activision didn't say a word. Infinity Ward didn't say a word. It was all the ex-employees who left en masse after that. And Infinity Ward has not made a game on that level since. Modern Warfare 3 didn't live up to that. Ghosts didn't live up to that. Neither one was even remotely close to what Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 1, Modern Warfare 1, or Modern Warfare 2 was. None of those were even remotely close. And it tells, the talent left. The talent was not there. The same quality of that studio wasn't there. So money talks. I mean, this is a business. These are these are traded companies now. Activision, 2K, all of these are traded entities. And I think we have to look at that.
Yeah, I agree. It's just, I think that we as gamers need to start, not that I'm saying that everybody needs to go and learn how businesses work immediately. I think we need to understand that our money is very important. And
our money is important to us and to them.
Exactly.
They value our money. We think they're the man. They're the big corporate stooge that just wants our money.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, a lot of times they value it. When they push back a game, it's not because they don't want it out. They need it out just as badly as we want it. But they want to put out a quality project. CD Projekt Red pushed back The Witcher 3 to February, and then they pushed it back again to May to make sure they put out the very best product. Word has it they could have put it out in October, but they pushed it back like 8 months just to work out the bugs, just to work out the kinks. Same with Arkham Knight. Arkham Knight could have been put out in October. They pushed it back to work out the bugs and the kinks, and as we saw with the PC version, it still wasn't ready.
Yep. And I kind of feel like game companies need to understand that they are evolving as well, and that
very rapidly.
It takes a long time to make a video game, a lot longer than we anticipated now. And yeah, if you're going to, and we talked about this before too, if you're going to put a release date on something, you better damn well sorry Kyle, make sure that game is ready when you near that release date, or you push it back. Just saying.
A lot of times we think that they just pump these titles out, and unless you're, in Ubisoft Montreal, or you're
Kyle, what did I do? No, Kyle, what happened? I don't know what I did. I'm so confused.
Unless you're in Ubisoft Montreal, or you're, what used to be, Treyarch, or how Infinity Ward used to do it, every year and a half, 2 years, you're pumping out a new title in your series. People don't realize, it takes 3-4 years to make these titles nowadays, to make a quality AAA title that's going to contend not just for awards, but, be that blockbuster title. These are not made overnight. If you're reusing the same game engine, yeah, you might be able to do it in 2 years, but if you're making it from the ground up, like Arkham, like Fallout 4, it takes years to make these. Witcher 3, a lot of the ones that we all love, these take a long time to make, but it's so worth it in the end for the developer and for the experience, and these are going to be supported for the next year or two to come as well. Kiku, you want to weigh in on this? You look like you're stewing over there.
I just, I'm listening to you guys talk, talking to some of the, people in the group and whatnot, teasing them, uh, whispering in their ears sweet nothings. I've always been of the belief that there is a horrible misunderstanding going on between gamers and game companies in general. I feel that a lot of especially modern game companies, it wasn't always like that, I should say, but in modern times, you've got this financial push from the game companies that makes it almost like they're out of touch with their communities, which is what Ray was saying basically about the communication. And then from gamers, you have this like this almost like undying loyalty that they feel should be rewarded in some way when it's really not that. In the simplest terms between gamer and game company, it's, seller and buyer, buyer and seller. I always find it funny when people freak out about downloadable content, just because a lot of the times when they're like, well, it's already locked on the disc and it's like, well, no, not all the information is there. Just like that, it's almost like a puzzle piece that you fit in there. I personally feel that everybody who is a gamer should really try to understand what it's like to put out a product, any product it is, how to market it, how to sell it, how to, build it to be this great massive thing that games are, and then, then we can talk about pricing. With the Destiny debacle, I fully do not believe that Dark Below was worth the money that it was. House of Wolves was not really worth the money that it was, which brings us to the Taken King point. Unless Taken King is going to be an entirely new planet that's a bigger area than anything we've ever seen before, it's not going to be worth $40. However, on some of the DLC that people have complained about, it is. Like map packs for Call of Duty. 4 maps, $20. People are like, I'll pay that all day. It doesn't add anything else, just maps for multiplayer. No new guns, nothing, just maps. So I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
It goes back to the fun thing about DLC. If you don't want it, don't buy it. Like, really, seriously, it's not going to hurt you. In most cases, you're not missing out on anything.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Because you already bought the base game, which is pretty much just the base game. So if you don't want the DLC, you do not have to buy it. There is no gun to your wallet or your head saying, buy this right now.
Well, I also feel that like free in-game content is also not something that's 100% deserving. And that's coming from like the gamer standpoint of what we had with this, like, why don't we get free stuff? We've been playing your game for a whole year. That's true. You have. If you've gotten, like Ray, you always like to say, I paid this amount of money, I got my money's worth, right? Mm-hmm. If you've gotten your money's worth, then your relationship, it's over at that point. You know what I mean? Like, you paid for something, they gave it to you, you enjoyed it, and in almost any other industry out there, nobody's like, I should get something free. You don't go to the movie theater, pay for your ticket, go into the movie, come out and be like, man, I love this movie. You guys should give me a free soda.
Yep, exactly. Hey, you guys should give me when the Blu-ray comes out, just send it to my house. Like, that's all I want.
Now, I understand companies that do customer loyalty, and I'm a firm believer in it, right? I feel that, yes, as a company, if you have a really great community, people have supported you for a while, sure, give them free stuff. But that doesn't mean that you demand the free stuff. Like, it's a double-edged sword. If you don't give it, you're like a heartless company, and if you do give it, it's not enough.
I'm sorry, I have to interrupt. I know we were on a great roll, but then I get a message from Seth, Elijah Seth, and he's like, "Did you answer my question? A bear was walking through my yard." So
what?
A man or a bear?
A bear. He lives in the middle of nowhere.
He lives in the middle of nowhere, and so apparently a bear walked through his yard. And I will have to go find out what his question was because this is amazing. He didn't die, guys, so we're good.
Are we good?
Oh God, that's so good. God dang it.
I don't know how to feel about that.
I don't know how to feel
concerned
about
for Seth's safety.
Me too. That was so good.
A bear.
A bear. He's the man, guys. I don't know where you ask. Where did you ask your question? I'm so confused. Where? Now, where did it go, Seth? You put
Now we're definitely off the rails because
It was
nobody's
never
talking
on the
about
rails.
nobody's talking about business video games. So you know what? I'm gonna wrap up the topic of the week. Business, it sucks. Don't ever do it.
Yes, do not go into business. It sucks.
Consumerism.
Okay, so I have the results of the giveaway.
Hang out. What the?
Oh, did we already tally up?
Yeah, I already have the tally. Yes.
Oh, I slept
Elijah's-
on her for a minute. So
Elijah's amazing.
He's
Are
good.
we ready, guys, in the Facebook Messenger group? Are you ready to hear who won? And if your name is called out and you did win something, when the show is finally over, stay in the Facebook Messenger group, and we will ask you what you want, where we need to send it. It sucks because only 2 of these people are now local to me, where last time it was 4. So there goes some of my gaming money. Mariah is going to be very upset with me.
No, it's okay. I have to double up on you, so it's fine.
yeah, we
That's
would be PayPaling monies.
Okay. So, are we ready in the Facebook Messenger group?
Yeah, we'll wait, and they'll say it in like 50 seconds.
Yeah, that's fine.
In the future.
Okay. Well, Austin Eller, I'm glad your body is ready because congratulations, you
What's
got
the letter?
first place.
No,
Austin
he didn't.
won
No.
with 47.
No.
He gets first choice of the Amiibo or Pops, and he gets a guest spot on the show. So congratulations, Austin.
Get
Second
the
place,
fuck out of here.
again.
I
Second place.
messaged him and said, "I swear to God, it's not rigged."
You know what? I really love this kid. All right, he doesn't really talk much in the Facebook group. This is his second giveaway. It's the second time he's got second place. Alex Karaman got second place again with 44 points. Alex, man, awesome
How?
job.
How is this possible?
We have a tie, and again, the tie is between Josh Hendricks and Kyle Patrick Wade.
How do we keep having ties? This is
So-
ridiculous.
We are going to have, again, a sudden death tiebreaker. Whoever wins will be in third place. Whoever loses will be in fourth. Fifth place, very near and dear to my heart.
Third, fifth place.
Number 5th place, Becca Smith.
Yay,
Becca!
Becca!
Yeah,
You
Becca!
got 5th place, and we're super stoked for you.
You thought you were gonna lose.
Thought you weren't going to win anything, you won something. In 6th place, Josh's good friend Jaeger.
Jaeger!
Jackass, Josh. With 33 points. And in 7th place, good old Justice Colby. Justice, you got
Justice!
something.
I found Seth's questions if you guys want them. I have them before we go on.
What was Seth's question? Did you finally find it?
There were 2 questions, actually.
Was one of them during my soliloquy?
I don't know, but one of them is a great question. The first question is, how did Ray get so fine? Let me tell you.
Answer.
Going
he
that
didn't.
way.
Easy. Kiku is his father.
That's not. Everybody wants to be my dad. Everybody can't be my dad.
Well, technically that's not true. There was that girl that had 2 fathers.
No.
Oh dear.
So I would have
genetically she had 2 dads.
I one day that I got struck by lightning, and then
Shut the fuck up. You
I
not
took
get
I
drunk
took a
by
nap, and after I woke up from the nap, I was fine. Yeah. So anyway, his real question is, when do you guys think the Final Fantasy VII remake will come out? Sorry, I just got here.
Oh, when do we think the Final Fantasy VII remake will come out? So I'm 32 now. I will be 72 in 40 years. So probably halfway between that. I'm not sure if I will or will not be shitting in diapers at that point. I'm going to go with I will be. So probably when we're 52.
All he needs to do is come out next year, and you'll be shitting in diapers. So.
Shut up, Elijah.
Wait, no, sorry. I'm thinking of Superman. Never mind. Go
You're
on.
a neckbeard, all right? You are a neckbeard. That is
Have
your
you
mother's
seen? Have you seen my beard?
I've
Oh,
seen
yeah,
your
I
neckbeard.
I'm gonna go with 2017 for the 20th anniversary.
No, that's good. That's good. 2017, I'll do it. I'll do it. How do we do the sudden death? Well, I am actually going to take over the questions now because I like the hard ones. That's why I'm the funny one.
I'm 12. Okay, it's fine.
That is this episode's soundbite, everybody.
So Kiku's the captain now. Yeah, go for
Captain
it.
Geek.
All right. 3 questions. 1 man, 2 men enter. 1 man leave.
Nope, I'm not gonna say it.
I was going to say, if he's going to say these out loud, he does know that there's a delay, right?
No, I learned my lesson the last time, you jackass.
Kyle's daughter, a jackass, is a very friendly animal, also known as a donkey. But don't tell your friends because you shouldn't say that out loud.
Are we bad people?
No, we're not bad people.
I am a horrible person.
No,
I am
yes,
reminded
you
of that
are.
daily.
Great. We are fantastic.
We're going to hell.
Well, probably, but it's okay. You'll just be playing a DualShock next to LeBron James.
Yes, I will be.
Did my phone die? My phone's dead. Thanks, Neeks. You killed my phone.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Yeah, Elijah, it's your fault, actually.
It doesn't surprise me.
No, I don't kiss my mom. That's weird.
I can't.
I don't even know where that came from. Like, I'm looking in the chat. That hasn't come up at all where I'm looking for.
Do me a favor, Elijah. Just message in there questions about to come out. Because Kyle's going off about slipping Ray something. I don't know. Whatever it is.
No, I don't want to be roofied. Please no. Austin probably already plans to roofie me, like, through email. So let's not do that.
What is happening?
I don't know. We're degrading into poopy talk.
No, we're
I know.
not. This is great. Small talk is the best on Neek, the podcast.
I killed your phone and also your whole family. This is the kid that's going to be the guest on our show.
No, that's not. That was not a part of the prize. We talked about this.
Well, Kyle better. There we go. All right, there's the question. If they're not paying attention, not my damn fault.
Oh, I didn't know that he actually did other stuff.
Yes, he
I
did.
thought he showed up one day and was like, "I'm buff," and I'm like,
I am a
white.
god.
I'm buff and I'm not white. Look at me and love me." Yeah.
Kyle's gonna lose because he wants to talk about like slip and Ray stuff. I bet you. I'll put money on that.
Kyle is paying attention. Leave him alone. Kyle is my dude. Get it, Kyle.
Nope. Better hit that Google search. And Josh gets it. Woo!
Better hit that Google search.
I bet you if I checked your Google history, that's what you Google word for word. No. Come on, Kyle, you can do it.
That's
Wall,
true.
wall,
Josh.
wall.
That is
That's
true.
actually really funny. I never made that connection.
Yeah, neither did I.
Pretty much.
Sure.
I hate you. I hate you.
Just so you know, I still had like 6 questions to go on my list I was going to use. That was one of them, just for Ray.
Oh, nice. Oh, Josh.
God dang it.
Josh Hendricks actually does not get that right, even though he got it right the second time because he answered falsely the first time. So 1 for 1. Kyle, Josh.
Go. Yeah, Kyle, you can win. Not that I'm against, Joshua.
Not that I'm against Josh, I'm just rooting for Kyle. Because I'm totally not one-sided in any way, shape, or form.
Not at all. I am completely moot on this point. Yeah.
Austin has the best answer to that.
I agree.
Austin's just trying to redeem himself to me.
Oh no, he's not going to
Talking
kill your
about good
family.
graces.
Don't worry.
I don't want to be Batman, okay?
Gotham needs you.
Make me somebody cool, like Superman.
I don't know, according to
Gotham
Gotham needs
needs
you.
Yes, well, only if it's incorrect. If it's incorrect, you don't get it the first time.
Ray, isn't that what you've been yelling all week? Gotham needs you.
That is what I've been yelling all week long. In every conversation where people want to be places, that's what I've been yelling.
Ray, Josh, and Elijah, I need your help.
Okay, what's
your help? TV trivia. Do we want to do movie trivia? Do we want to do comic trivia?
Movie trivia.
No.
Game trivia.
Movie trivia.
Booby trivia. I like that one. Let's do that one.
Booby trivia?
Yep.
Yep.
Sorry, Kyle.
Dolly Parton.
No, please, no. No. God, no. No.
Here we go. This one's hard.
So was this one.
Ooh.
I see what you did there. I don't want to see it.
Guys, this is your show. We put the show on just for you.
Y'all
nasty.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Oh, that's nasty.
Question. The last one for third place. Which Star Trek captain had a role in the 80s sci-fi adaptation of Dune?
Oh, man, that's a terrible question. I would never get that. Oh, wait! I'm with you, Kyle. I understand, man.
Josh, you got 5 seconds to answer because I'm not letting you Google it.
I have a
5,
feeling that Kyle's
four,
going to Google. Good job, Kyle.
3,
2, 1. Wrong. Both of you were wrong. It was Captain Jean-Luc Picard. Heathens.
Yep, I would never have known that.
Captain Cisco? What was he doing? The thong song up there?
That thong, Enterprise.
Always Google. Always Google.
Here's another one. Very good. See, Pat answered it.
Wait, Kyle's daughter said games trivia.
No, because he'll get that right.
No, he won't. Stuart Little. I like that answer. Let's send Stuart Little to space.
This question's for Josh. Hopefully this will be the last question. Tired of talking to you two.
No, you're not. Don't say that. We love you. Except for Austin.
True.
Get out of here, Austin.
In what? Blah, blah, blah. A lot of dead air right now.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah,
Alright,
blah, blah.
hopefully this is it. Donald Logue, who plays Bullock in Gotham, Josh's favorite show, had to start with comic book entertainment in what 90s comic book film?
Another terrible question. I would never get this one right either. Man, these questions are terrible.
IMDb, always.
A little Gotham trivia. My one friend that I went to high school with was in an episode of Gotham.
You know what else? Oh, never mind. Go. You're done.
Yeah, I used to tell people stuff like that too to get laid.
No, it hasn't worked. She played, I don't know her name, but Robin's mother in the one episode.
Really?
Another fun fact about Gotham.
It sucks.
Hot garbage.
Yeah, very much.
Ghost Rider?
What's a Ghost Rider?
It's...
Ghost Rider is the ghetto version of people trying to...
Wow, you guys suck, man. It was Blade. Jesus.
No, what? How dare you guys? That was so easy. Get out of here. Jeez Louise.
I'm starting to think you should have done the game trivia.
I'm about to, man.
This is going terrible.
This is not going terrible. It's just not going great. Jeez Louise.
No, it's going terrible.
You leave them alone.
Maybe I should just ask them what 2 + 2 is.
Nope, don't do that because then the chat will break. So anyway, Elijah,
11D2. Yes.
So when are you gonna send me that Zoids game, my friend?
Over my dead body.
We can arrange that.
See, the funny thing is, I got it a while ago from GameStop, and it had just a generic GameStop case. And
wait, Kyle's a Mormon? That changes everything.
I went to the local retro store and found it there for $8, like case and booklet and everything. So I'm like, all right, I'll pick it up. So I had a second copy of it, and I just gave it to my one friend, my second copy. So he got it, and then I found out it's worth like $35.
So he's not really your friend, so you should take that back and give it to your real friend, which is me.
Wow, they got that wrong too. No, it's Platinum Games.
Wait, how did you phrase that? Yeah, you gave it to them. You literally just gave it to them.
Come on!
Square
give
Enix is
up.
the publisher,
I
not
give
the
up.
developer.
Also, the best part is let's take note that oh no, he didn't answer. I'm sorry. I thought Austin said Square Enix too. And I was gonna say he's a huge Platinum Games fan, so that would have made me laugh even harder.
Josh wins. He answered 9. He's in 3rd place.
I'm-
All right.
It's okay, Kyle. You didn't
I
let me
love-
down.
I love Kyle's response. It was just, I have to deal with child. I'm starting to think he's Russian.
Okay. So
But
anyway,
no,
with that,
Kyle's Mormon, not Russian.
Oh, right.
Ray's gonna have a lot of stuff to go through. So
No, I don't. You guys are getting this show just like this because this is your
fair
fault.
enough. Fair enough. So the list, the final tally, the final list. 1st place, Austin Eller. 2nd place, Alex Kerriman. 3rd place, Josh Hendricks again. 4th place, Kyle Patrick Waite. 5th place, Becca. 6th place, Jager. 7th place, Justice. And with that, I have no shout-outs because I can't believe you answered all those questions wrong.
Well, I mean, all of you guys are here that I would shout out. So you guys,
Yes, you guys are awesome.
yeah,
Oh, I have a shout out.
oh God, you ruined it.
One of my best friends, Matt, who listens to the show, had a baby girl this week.
Oh, congrats.
Congratulations, Matt.
Did you
Kiku
name
is a
her
very good
Apolina?
name for a girl.
No, Apolina is a great name.
Yes, my friends Matt and Kristen
I like
had a baby
Harleen.
girl. She was born Thursday morning. Her name is Eden. So we're all very happy, and she is adorable. Went and saw her on Friday morning. She's going to grow up to love Star Wars. So
All right.
we're all very happy.
And I just want to give a quick shout out to my podcast, R&M Network, which would be
Shameless
Kyle,
plug. How dare you?
Kyle, Seth, and Austin Eller.
Yes. When do you guys usually put out your show?
Usually Tuesday night. It all depends. Occasionally there's a factor that prevents it, but almost always Tuesday night.
Almost all day Tuesday night. Okay, I got it. So yeah, go listen to the RMM Network. Those guys are great. I love those guys. They let me come in and say stupid stuff sometimes, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, they only let you. They don't let me or Josh.
Because I'm the chosen
Soon.
one.
Soon.
You have a 3-minute lag. Please go log off of the Walmart internet connection and go log on to your actual Wi-Fi, and then it'll be okay.
This is an
For logging on to Russia.
dare you?
Oh, God.
God, I want to
So-
watch that movie again now.
What the movie again?
What's it? Employee of the Month. It's the
Okay.
one
All right,
Josh just quoted.
I'm actually going to cut you off there because that's a terrible movie. Actually, I do have a shout out. My shout out is actually to Elijah. Elijah, thank you very much for doing this.
Thank you for having me.
You actually get to crown Austin as the new Miss Neek. And we will actually have you on the show again just to have you on the show because we enjoy your company.
Well, thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate
right.
that.
But hey, we can also do another shout out to our other friends over there. Kyle, he's a part of these guys that make up Nerd Overdrive. That's Kyle and Ray and other people that aren't Kyle and Ray because
Lee and Rebecca.
There you go, good job. And they're great, and I love them. And I play Destiny with Ray, and we have a great time.
Yes, we love those guys. Also in the group is Todd. Justice, I want to thank you also for coming over from Podcast Unlocked to do this. Maybe it'll get you interested in our podcast. You'll want to join the Facebook group or listen to us. And everybody else who participated, thank you so much. You guys were awesome. It was funny. We laughed. We cried. And as always,
Mainly cried.
keep it. Mainly cried. Mainly cried. As always, 3 times 3 equals keep it nerdy. You guys have a good night. We'll check you next time.
Yeah,